Today I'm going deep. We're going to talk about some of the myths about Box.gg for Pokemon cards that I see in the comments all the time. Most of my $80,000 Pokemon card collection is from Boxed, so I'm pretty knowledgeable on how this site works, what it is and what it isn't. So this video is going to rustle some jimmies, but sorry folks, this video needed to get made. I get these same comments all the time. Let's talk through some of them. Myth number 1, streamers and sponsored creators get better luck than everyone else. I see this one pop up in comments all the time. No, we do not. I promise you this. I get the same provably fair odds that you do. It's completely random. In fact, I will put some lovely losing box battle footage up in the background for proof. But know that we get the same odds you do. So watch me lose a lot of gems as I ramble. Yes, also, I'm sponsored by Box. They sponsor some of my videos. But before you go flaming me in the comments section, let me tell you how I started this channel and more importantly, why I even accepted the sponsorship. So I started opening Pokemon cards on my brother's kitchen table again. But once I really got into it, I couldn't find any cards to buy at reasonable prices anywhere near me. I either had to order from GameStop or some Facebook Marketplace sellers, just random sketchy people. But I found Boxed in mid-2023. And I took the risk with my own money to test it out. It seemed too good to be true. I actually got my cards in good condition and I made a video on it. So I kept opening more boxes and I got more cards, big surprise, and made more videos. I pulled a bunch of Moonbryons, you can see those in prior videos, and I ended up spending well over 5 figures on Box building my collection, because it was pretty much the only way to reliably get cards where I live, essentially in the middle of rural nowhere. And I made my videos originally because no one else was really doing it on YouTube. I used it a lot to get Evolving Skies and actually open Evolving Skies up. Now eventually, after I'd made a bunch of boxes and spent a bunch of money and got a bunch of cards, Box offered to sponsor me in mid-June of 2024. Now that sponsorship is for gems, not money. I still spend a ton of my own money on Boxed in addition to the gems I get to make videos. So please hold the "you get paid to say this" comments. I actually do really well in my day job, and I do a lot better than I ever will from gems to open boxes. I'm a pretty big Pokemon collector, and I don't want money from this channel. I want to get cards and keep building my collection. I'm a collector just like you guys, and I'm a shiny cardboard addict just like the rest of you. Also know, if Boxed ever did anything unethical to me, I would back out of the sponsorship immediately. That being said, Boxed has been incredibly fair to me, and actually gone out of their way to fix any of the issues I had. All before I was even offered sponsorship. As I mentioned before, I wouldn't accept anything from them or promote them in videos if I didn't trust them. So you can also add a myth 1.5 to today's list. The comment, "Dran is a paid shill." That one shows up every once in a while and it gets old. Just watch some of my older videos. I'm pretty critical of Boxed at various times for various issues. And for reference, anything pre-June 2024 is pre-sponsorship, so check those older videos out. Yes, shipping for raw cards is still pretty slow, but I'll give you some more information on that later. For now, let's move on to myth number 2. Cards from Boxed aren't real / Boxed is a scam / you never get your cards. This one is also provably false. Again, check out my old unboxing videos. I got a ton of raw cards in great condition before sponsorship. I even graded a bunch of them. I'll drop some video thumbnails of good videos to check out. Just know that these older videos, they were pretty early in my experience of making YouTube videos, so I tend to ramble a bit in those. Feel free to skim through them. And again, if my old videos aren't enough, just check out the Box Discord and look for other people posting pictures of the cards they got. So back to that shipping comment I made earlier, that shipping's kinda slow. The main reason shipping is still a bit slow is Boxed actually does quality control their cards themselves now. In my opinion, this is worth the extra wait. I've gotten some really nice raw cards, some of them actually graded 10s. And on the rare occasion a damaged card slips through, Boxed also guarantees near mint condition. They will make it right with you from personal experience. Just reach out to support if you happen to get a damaged card for some reason. I'm also going to put a couple thumbnails up for the videos where I actually graded cards from Boxed. Again, these are all pre-sponsorship cards that I pulled using gems I bought with my own money. So let's talk about the last myth, and this is kind of a recent one. So there's a feature on Boxed called the Forge where you can make your own custom mystery box. You pick the cards that you want, you set the pull rates, and it calculates a price to open the box. Now you see a lot of boxes that have guaranteed profit or, free gems in the title. This one is simply not true. There is no guaranteed profit Forge formula. Boxed is a business, and it operates on margins just like any other business. That's why all boxes, Forge and regular, have about an 85% expected value, over a large enough sample. That being said, depending on what your gym budget is, some boxes are better to open than others based off of pull odds and price. If you're not big on math and probability, just stick to the green or yellow low spice and middle spice boxes at a lower price point. They tend to be a lot less risky than red or high spice boxes for new folks. And just remember, you aren't always going to get an alt-art or a special illustration rare each time you open. So understanding the basic formula and the different spice levels can save you a lot of frustration. Trust me from experience. I've put $100 in and I've gotten $20 worth of cards from opening boxes. But there's other times I've actually put $100 in and I've gotten $200 worth of cards. It's random, so think about your collecting budget and the risk level of boxes before opening. The number one piece of advice I can give you about using boxed is make sure you use it responsibly. Stay within your budget, try not to sell and re-gamble, and make sure you actually get some cards for your money. That's the important thing. We're here to collect, not to gamble. I'm not, at least. If you pull a bunch of cards you don't want, also look at the marketplace. You may find a slab on there that you want that, adding up all those cards together you can get. And don't forget about the exchange tab. You can use that to trade in cards to get a better card. Essentially stockpile several cards together to get one better card. Use these features to your advantage. Use the flexibility of Box to build your collection. Also, make sure you take advantage of all the ways to get free gems on box.gg. Check this video out right here. It'll give you all the details on that. Well, folks, I hope you found this helpful. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and thanks so much for watching.